Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trends Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. On the Trends Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years and explore thousands of existing trends and systems from the top betting experts. Choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems from each sport. Save these trends and get notified when these trends have games. Download the app for free using the link in our description and get a free 2-week premium trial using the code TFTM. The normal trial is 3 days. Upgrade your sports betting research today. Okay. We're here. We're back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursdays. Week 8 is done. Now we're on to week 9. And boys, how are we feeling? Chris, how are we feeling?
I'm all right. Back-to-back 6 and 6 weeks. So could be better, could be worse. But I mean, we're overall still sitting pretty on the year. So I guess I can't complain too much, but gotta get off the schneid this week.
Yes, it's very important to get off the schneid. Unfortunately for me, my midweek betting is just atrocious. It has been absolutely terrible. Literally now my only saving grace is the NFL. I went 6-2 and I won my Surefire pick. So I don't know. I don't really have much more I can ask for, I guess, except for to not lose all my money during the week. So, but we're gonna power through.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get you. John, how did you do?
I went 7-5-1. Lost the Surefire though, so that's pretty disappointing. But I'm doing well midweek. I went 5-1 in the picks that we tweeted out yesterday. Went 6-3 overall, 2+ money. That felt really good. Needed to get back on that on the W side of things. Which tonight's looking okay, I guess. So,
Still early.
So yeah, but I'm ready to talk week 9.
That's right. Week 9 is here, and the slate this week is kind of dumpy. It is not great. Just looking at all my bets and looking at the slate this week, just seeing what I liked, what I didn't like. And I didn't like a lot of it. And for that reason, we're probably only really going to go in depth on 4 games here. But I mean, let's just go ahead and get into it. We got first game. It's the Germany game, the first game in Germany the NFL has ever had, right?
I think there was one last year.
Okay. Well, there's one this year too. And the Dolphins are playing the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are favored. There's 2 this year?
Yeah, next week too. I don't remember who it is, but yeah.
Isn't it it's Patriots Bears?
God.
Or
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I know. It's either Patriots Bears or Patriots No, it's not the Raiders. They've already played the Raiders. I want to say it's Bears. I could check real quick.
Patriots Colts.
Oh, okay. That's still not very great, but
better than Patriots Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where
the
I got
Dolphins
Bears
are playing the Chiefs this week in Germany, and the Chiefs are favored by 1.5. I didn't take the total on this game, so I forgot to look at the total. But Sean, what do you like for this game?
I mean, you can't go wrong with the international favorites here. They're up to 27-15. That's almost a 50% hit. I mean, it's it's going to be a weird game. Yeah, I love the Chiefs here. Also, Patrick Mahomes is 19-6-1 against the spread in which he is given 3 points or less. So I love that as well. That's just another, double down on this, but it's not a surefire. I'll say that right now. But I am rocking Chiefs -2.5. Chris, what
Okay.
do you got? You're shaking your head like yes.
No, I completely agree. I think the Dolphins are kind of fugazi. They have yet to beat a good team. Uh, the only thing that makes me a little nervous is I think I heard the Chiefs aren't leaving for Germany until Thursday, and the
God.
Dolphins are already there. So that makes me, or they're not getting there until Thursday. So that makes me a little nervous. But the Chiefs are the better team. They're also pissed off after getting beat by Denver. So I'm not overthinking it. The Chiefs are better. They're angry. Chiefs -2.5. And just if the Dolphins win, I still won't be completely bought in on them because this is just a weird, like, international games are weird. They kind of almost like always have an asterisk next to them in terms of like, well, you can't really take it. Like when the Jags beat the Bills, it was like, well, I don't know if that, like, obviously it counts, but like, does it? The international games are weird, but yeah, Chiefs -2.5. Long-winded way of saying it. Will, what do you have?
I am the same. International favorites. I mean, Chiefs. You know, they can't cover these big spreads, but they can definitely cover 1.5 or 2.5. They can definitely do that. They're good at winning the game, however many points that may be. And so, same thing. Like Dolphins they're sort of on a fraud watch right now. Um, they haven't really done too much against the upper echelon of teams. I mean, I guess they scored 17 points on the Eagles a couple weeks ago, but other than that, they haven't really played much of
Cool.
anyone. Yeah.
That's not impressive.
Yeah. It's just a
Like,
regular
they
NFL
still
game.
lost by like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
I mean, that's it.
Sure.
Just taking the Chiefs. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what we're rocking with. Let's see. The next
Also,
game.
it's a shame that I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but
It's
it
okay.
is such a shame that this game is on at 8 in the morning. I mean, I'm all
Yeah.
for football, whatever time it is, but this screams like Sunday night football to me.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
this
Yes.
yeah,
this is an elite matchup.
hmm
And it pains me that us as Americans aren't getting the privilege of getting Sunday night football on this
yeah.
matchup. But whatever. I mean, you got to grow the game somehow. So here's a good team to start you off, and then you get the Patriots Colts in a couple weeks. So
I almost like
who's really the
I like it better when it's just two terrible teams because then I can wake up, I can I can watch it, like I can kind of half pay attention to it while I'm just trying to gather my thoughts for the day.
yeah
So yeah, when it's actually a good game, it does piss me off.
yeah it's but whatever. Let's move on.
All right. We're going to move on. The next game is the Seahawks at the Ravens. The Ravens are home favorites by 5.5. Chris, what do you think about this game?
That's an excellent question. I don't really have a strong read on this game. It's just a weird number. I don't really I'm not as high on the Ravens as everyone else. Outside of granted shit pumped the Lions. But outside of that game, what have they really done? Like, I don't really think they've really done much. Seahawks, I don't think are very good at all. But when in doubt, take the over 43. I don't love it, but I really can't get a strong read on this. Maybe one of y'all will be able to convince me of something else. But right now, I'm just rocking with the over. So, Sean, what do you got?
I'll give you something that might change your mind about switching the over, and then I'm also double dipping in this game.
Ooh.
So hopefully you'll take my first pick instead of the over. One of the picks I have is Ravens -5.5. Did you guys know that Lamar Jackson is 17-3 against the spread versus the NFC?
Yes,
Shit.
I did know that.
I did.
That's insane. That's insane. Man, he would have like 4 Super Bowls if he could just get past the AFC. Like, I mean, I'm being serious. Like, he'd be already in the talks of like goathood.
You're right.
If he could just get past the AFC. He balls out against the NFC. So therefore, I'm gonna rock Ravens -5.5. I am also on the under for this game at 43. I think any opponent coming into Baltimore, it's a tough environment. It's a tough environment to play in. Seahawks just aren't that good. They're not very good. And the Ravens really have been really inconsistent offensively for me to like lay any type of over points for this game. I mean, this just kind of screams under. It's kind of it's not high, but it's definitely not low.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not a low total. So I'm gonna double dip Ravens -5.5 and under 43. Will, what do you have?
So I did see that Lamar stat, but I think you might have read that stat wrong, because I think that stat is he's just 17-1, like straight up against the NFC. I think that's what it is, because I've seen that stat multiple times. But I will be taking the Seahawks +5.5 here, because on the Trend Center app, I saw that road dogs of more than 3 points, it's not road dogs, just regular dogs, underdogs of more than 3 points are 16-3 against the spread versus Lamar Jackson. He can't cover these big spreads. I'm taking the Seahawks +5.5. I don't know, kind of a lot of points for a team that let the shitbag Cardinals backdoor cover him last week, which saved my week.
Loved
it
it.
didn't save my week, but I thought it was. I thought
You
it
were
was
like 6-2. Like,
yeah. I needed it at the time. It was my surefire pick. I needed it.
Okay.
Need it.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will be taking the Seahawks here. I do not have a play on the total. Just the Seahawks.
So yeah, that stat is a money line bet.
Yeah.
So it is straight up. Well, still gonna rock with it.
Okay.
Sorry, Trends. I love you, but I can't go back on my word now. Still like it. I mean, Seahawks still aren't good.
Yeah, I mean, they're just all right. They did get Leonard Williams. Is that who they got from the Giants? They traded. Yeah, they got Leonard Williams.
Someone else too, I think. I don't remember. I thought they got someone else. I don't know if he was any good, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, the Seahawks are like really trying here, so I'm gonna rock with them. 5.5 points, kind of a lot. So, next game should be a great game, hopefully. Divisional matchup: Cowboys at the Eagles. The Eagles are home favorites by 3.5.
I guess I will go ahead and lead off this one. I will be taking the Eagles minus 3.5 here. I mean, divisional matchup. This is definitely going to be a separation of who's real and who's not. Cowboys definitely have a decent defense, and but their secondary is kind of hurt, and AJ Brown is on a unhuman like tear right now. So, and the Eagles got Kevin Byard, which makes me incredibly sad, but I will be rocking the Eagles for this matchup. I think this is definitely going to put them on top. Chris, what do you think?
I completely agree. This is the perfect spot to bet the Eagles because Cowboys looked awesome last week against turns out to be, just pretty bad Rams team. I knew they weren't great, but I didn't think they were actually like bad, which I guess now they are. This is what the Cowboys do. They beat up on bad teams, and then they come in when they actually have to win a game against a good team, and Mike McCarthy turns into Chris Broussard's cousin. They suck against good teams, and so I'm going to keep rocking Eagles -3. This is just what the Cowboys just blow these games. So Eagles -3. Sean, what you laughing at?
Damn well what I'm laughing at. Oh my god. Just so out of left field. Just came out of nowhere, just from the top rope, just like
Splash.
I am on the opposite side of you guys, unfortunately, with this one. I will be rocking the Cowboys +3 here. I think the Cowboys have shown significant improvement through these past couple weeks. And it's not being talked about like AJ Brown and Tyreek Hill, but CeeDee Lamb is quietly having himself a season. Like he is balling out, and I kind of love it. And also, Dak versus division, he's good. He's good versus the division. He's 25-9-1 against the spread when he's playing a divisional game. And I got that fantastic stat from our friends at Trend Center. I love that stat. I love it. That was enough. That was enough for me. That was like, okay, that's it. That's all I need.
Okay. All right. Hell yes. Divisional matchup. That should be a really good game. That's probably
it'll be
the afternoon game of the week or whatever.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Next game, Sunday Night Football. The Bills are at the Bengals. AFC matchup. This should also be a pretty good game. We will definitely see. The Bengals are home favorites.
We will see.
Yes. On Sunday at 7:20 Central. Bengals are home favorites by 1.5. Sean, what do you think about this game?
Bengals are hot. Bengals are tearing it up, and I hate it, but I also kind of love it. Bengals -2.5 all day. Bengals are hot. Bills are cold. It's just what else can you do? Joe Burrow is playing like he never got hurt. He's playing really well. And got another little stat here for you boys. Joe Burrow, after week 6, is 21-8 against the spread.
Let's go.
Crazy stat.
Let's fucking go.
Crazy stat. And I love it. Chris, what do you got?
Let's see. I told myself I wasn't going to do this anymore, but doing it. You can convince me. I am taking Bengals minus 2.5. I'm double dipping. I'm going to be boots on the ground for this game. Me and my dad are driving up on Sunday.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm pretty pumped. I'm taking the over because I'm going. So it's pretty high, 49.5, especially as the Bills. Like you said, the offense has not looked very good at all. But I think emotions are going to be high in this game. Obviously, the DeMar Hamlin Bowl. So I think I agree. The Bengals are just better. So minus 2.5, and I just want to have some fun. So over 49.5, double dip, Sunday Night Football edition. Let's go. Will, what are you taking?
I am also on the Bengals minus 1.5 here. It's just Joe Burrow's back. I called it last week. I was like, Joe Burrow's back. He's got to string together some wins, and they straight up won against the Niners, who definitely had their moments of what's going on here. But Joe Burrow's back. He's not injured anymore, and they got to string together these wins because they gotta somehow remain competitive in this division. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for that game. Like, I want to bet that over, like, truly, I want to, because I want it to be a good game. But it's a prime time, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to, but I can't.
Will doesn't like having fun on
I don't
primetime
like having
games.
fun. I like making money.
Well, the under is 5-0 at the moment on primetime games.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's not a bad bet, but I'm just saying, look, let's have some fun here. Let's get some
Oh
points.
no, I completely agree. If you're going, you got to take the over.
Not a sadist. I'm not going to bet the under at a game I'm going to.
Well, Chris, you're going to the game. And since we're still talking about this game, I think that's a good opportunity to go ahead and get into Surefire picks. I will go first. Touched on it a little bit just a moment ago. Bengals minus 2.5, double unit. I love this play. And I've got 2 more stats for the Bengals minus 2.5.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Burrow playing a non-conference or non-division opponent. 26-9-3 against the spread. And Joe Burrow against small spreads, which is less than 7, minus 7, 28-8-2. You can't fight these numbers. Can't fight these numbers. I found all these numbers on Trend Center. It's a great app, and they have helped me make money. It's just, oh my gosh, I cannot say more good things about this app. I mean, you come up with stats like that, I'm in. I am such a stat man. I'm so in. So, double unit, guaranteed winner, surefire pick of the week, Bengals minus 2.5. Will, what is your surefire pick of the week?
My surefire pick of the week. I also have a monster stat from the Trend Center app. And this game kind of stinks, but I'm taking it anyway. It's the Vikings plus 4.5 playing in Atlanta. All right. And here's the monster stat I got from our friends at the Trend Center app. Okay. Road dogs against low scoring teams are 63, 19, and 3 against the spread. These are teams that don't hit the total. I think it's over like 75% of their time hit the team total. And the Falcons have only hit the over once this season. So I will be taking the Vikings plus 4.5. The only thing that kind of worries me is the Taylor Heineke. He is actually a competent quarterback, because he will be starting. But I will be taking the Vikings plus 4.5 here. Josh Dobbs, the alopecia king. He will lead us to victory. Chris, what is your surefire pick?
Well, I feel a little bad that I didn't rely on our friends over at Trend Center for this one, but I am going Raiders -1.5 for my double unit surefire can't lose pick of the week. Josh McDaniels, bye bye. You know who they have in his,
Dunzo.
you know who the interim is?
It's some Joe Schmo.
I can't remember his name.
No, it's how dare you, Antonio Pierce.
Oh, yes.
Who's
Guy
that?
is an electric factory, Super Bowl champion. He was a linebacker for the Giants, and when they beat the Patriots, well, he played there for a while, but he was Super Bowl champion one of those years they beat Tom Brady. I
Oh,
forget which one exactly, but this guy is an electric factory. This is exact. This is a fantastic spot for the Raiders. They fired their bozo coach. New quarterback is Jimmy G. He's still on the team, but
He's warming up the bench.
technically, he ain't seeing a snap the rest of the season. I can tell you that. So this team is going to be amped up. Also, they're playing the Giants. The Giants suck. So Raiders -1.5. The Raiders are probably going to win this game and then lose every single game the rest of the season. That's just how it goes. That's what happened with the Colts last year. They came in with Jeff Saturday. They beat the Raiders, and then they lost every single game after that. That's probably what's going to happen here. So let's take advantage of it. Raiders -1.5 all damn day. Let's go.
okay. There we go. That's our surefire picks. 2 of them brought to you by the Trend Center app. I think all we got left is our bonus plays, the rest of our cards. Chris, why don't you tell me the rest of your card?
I would love to, Will. We're going to start Browns -8 against who are they playing? The Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Like you said, Josh Dobbs, he's playing in Minnesota now. Clayton Tune, he was fine. He was good in Houston, in college, not the Texas.
The college.
Yeah. He's not an NFL quarterback. He's just not. The Browns defense is amazing. I don't care. I mean, Deshaun Watson's probably not going to play because I don't know what the hell is wrong with him, but he's not going to play probably because I don't know. But PJ Walker, just like his old days with the Houston Roughnecks, lead us to victory. Browns -8. They might win this game 10-0. Moving on. Stinky one. Bears +7.5 against the Saints. If the Bears do not cover this, they're officially in my graveyard. The Saints had fun last week. They're not going to play like that again. That's not who they are. They don't throw the ball for 400 yards a game. They just don't. They could do it in this game, but they won't. So Bears +7.5. Bears need to keep one close, or else, they've pretty much given up anyway. But I like Bears +7.5. And then I'm taking Falcons -4.5. Sorry, Will. It's Heineke time. So I just think he's going to actually give a boost to an actual on paper good Falcons team. We saw it in the second half against the Titans. The only time they looked competent on offense was when Taylor Heineke was in the game. So I'm taking Falcons -4.5. And then Rams Packers under 40. Both these teams suck. Just so stinky game, bet the under. And then what?
This is funny.
Oh, okay. And then last one brought to you by the Trend Center app. And this is so specific. It is a Chris stat to a T. I'm running it back, Panthers +3. And here's why. One, because vibes. I was betting on them a lot at the beginning of the season. They sucked. Bet on them last week, so now I'm back. But home dogs with a losing record against the spread after week 5 have covered 9 of the last 10 games that they've played. It's hitting at a 90% clip right now, hitting 5 in a row, actually. And the overall record is something absurd. Let me pull it up. 108, 63, and 5. What are we talking about here? Panthers
Wow.
+3 to round out the card.
Who are they playing?
And that's it. Shit. I know it. I just forgot.
The Commanders.
Commanders, yeah, that's it. Ron Rivera. No, the Commanders are playing the Patriots this week.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Colts.
Oh yeah, that's it. Colts. They suck. they have they just don't play defense. So that's it. That's the card. I love every single one of these plays. They're all gonna hit. They just are. So, Will, hit me with the rest of your card.
So the rest of my card, I have only 2 more plays per usual. I got Bucks at Texans. This game stinks. What do we do with stinky games, Chris?
Under.
That's right. We're betting under 40 in this game. I have no stats to back that up. It's just I think this game is just going to suck. Yeah, we're taking the under. Bake Show is, I mean, it's back in the sense of he's mid, but what is it, Chris?
Hey, he cashed my parlay last week, so no Baker slander this week.
Okay.
He did.
From you.
I was sweating. I was sweating over 21.5 completions.
Yeah. I'm going under. And then my only other play is the Giants plus 1.5 for the same stat of my Vikings play. Road dogs against low scoring teams are 63-19-3 against the spread. Raiders barely hit the over. Hardly ever. So I'm taking the Giants here. I don't even know what quarterback is playing for the Raiders or the Giants, honestly. Whoever who did they put in, because Tyrod didn't finish that game, did he?
No, was that the DeVito guy?
Yeah, so
I forget his
DeVito.
first name. Starts with a T. Timmy DeVito, something Italian as hell.
Something like that. That game's gonna stink.
DeVito's son.
He actually is.
Okay.
He's not.
Right. I know.
Took me a second, but yeah, right. Giants plus 1.5. That's my card. That's the rest of my card. Sean, what do you have for the rest of your card?
Well, I also have the Panthers plus 3. Sorry, Chris, I have the Giants money line. There's just too many. There's 8 trend center trends for the Giants. I'm not going against them. And I know it's a surefire. I usually don't fade surefires, but I can't. I'm sorry. I also have the Cardinals and Browns under 37.5. I feel like that needs no explanation whatsoever. I also have the Bears Saints over 41. I love a good sneaky over. Hit one last week against the Saints Colts that cruised. It was awesome. And we're going to run it back with another Saints over. I also am rocking the Rams plus 3. This is more just testing the waters on the daylight savings time. I know that was an Aaron Rodgers play. I know. But we're seeing if his mojo stayed back in Green Bay. So you can't bet on the Packers on daylight savings time. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Maybe plus he left 3, his Rams. Drugs back in Green Bay.
I doubt it, but I'm pretty sure he's still on drugs. I'm also Monday Night Football, Jets money line. They're figuring it out. They're rocking. They're getting there. And honestly, I'm getting real tired of watching these teams on primetime. And I know it's only going to get worse for the Jets because they've only played 2 of their 6. So, but I feel like I've. Oh yeah, the flex thing.
Yeah, Sunday Night Football next week. Raiders.
Jets Raiders.
Oh,
they didn't get the flex in time or something, and it was just like Jesus Christ.
It's Roger Goodell is a sick fuck.
It's preposterous.
He gets pleasure from watching this happen.
But yeah, that's my card. And we're gonna have another winning week, as you know, we often do.
I mean,
We have more winning weeks than we have losing weeks, so
we're all up, which is
we're all up.
Which is
It's
great, because
incredible.
last year I don't think it was like this.
Oh no, it wasn't like this at all.
Wait, knock on wood.
Uh-uh.
A lot of ball left in the season, but
Yeah,
we're
officially halfway through. We are officially
why
halfway
you gotta
through.
say that, man?
I know. Somebody had to,
Somebody had to.
but it's just a fact.
I'm glad we're ending on a high note.
Yeah. Well, the high note is that we've made money halfway through it, and we're going to make even more money the rest of the half.
Straight.
So, what do you want?
That's right.
That was got a little hostile there.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap this up.
I'm going to end the show now. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like and subscribe. Really helps us out. Really helps our reach. Check out Trend Center. Link in our bio. Link in all the description of whatever you're interacting with this on. It really helps us out if you just do the trial for that. We love them. We love our sponsor. They're very great. They helped me triple my bankroll earlier this year. Yeah, I think that's it. Follow us on all socials for the Bandit Parlay and Bandit's Thursday night pick. Did I forget anything, boys?
I think
R.I.P. Bobby Knight.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. Bobby.
Rest in power.
All right, I'm gonna end it. Thank you so much for listening and watching. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money. Woo.